Hi, I'm Dan Smith of DPS Legal Counsel, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about the three main types of intellectual property that a business might have and how you can protect those assets, those intellectual property assets. The three main types of intellectual property are trademarks, copyrights, and patents. And there's sometimes confusion about what they are and how they're different and how you protect them. So let's just talk about that just for a few minutes. The first is a trademark. A trademark is a word or a phrase or a symbol or a design or a combination of those, like a word and a design, that denotes the origin of the goods or services that are being sold. So for example, if you have a trademark for your business, it will let your customers or clients know that the goods and services that you're providing and that you're selling originate or come from you as opposed to one of your competitors or from someone else. So a trademark really is used to show the marketplace the origin of goods or services, what company is producing them and selling them. A copyright is really a literary work or an artistic work that has been put into tangible form. And tangible form could be anything from like music that's written down to a novel that's written and then is produced as a book, or it could be even something like words on a website that are in a tangible form because they're digital in nature. So that is a copyright. Now, copyrights are and your ownership of your copyrighted material arises upon the creation of the copyrighted material when the material or the copyrighted matter is put into tangible form. You can protect that it's protected, you own it. You can give notice that it's copyrighted and that you own it by putting a little C in a circle and the year and your name, and it would show that it would be a notice to the world that you are claiming copyright ownership of that material. Now, the third type of intellectual property is a patent. A patent is essentially an invention. It could be all kinds of inventions, but it is something different than a trademark, which denotes origin of goods or services, or copyright, which is a literary or artistic work that has been put into tangible form. And a patent is really an invention. You protect copyrights, as I said. You own them as soon as they're created and they're put into tangible form. You can file for registration of your copyright with the U.S. Copyright Office, and there are benefits for doing that. In particular, it would allow the copyright owner to sue in federal court for infringement if someone were to steal or infringe upon their copyrighted materials, and it provides the ability for the copyright owner to get what is called statutory damages, which means you don't have to prove actual damages because of the infringement. You would be entitled to a certain amount of money under the statute if you have registered your copyrights with the U.S. Copyright Office, and those statutory damages come in a range from $750 all the way up to $30,000 or even more if the infringement is intentional. So there are some benefits for protecting your copyrights by registering them in the U.S. Copyright Office. Protection with respect to trademarks come about by filing with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, or the USPTO, and there are great benefits as well for registering those intellectual property rights. You also would file, if you invent something and want to get patent protection, you get that protection by also filing with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, or the USPTO. So I hope that helps a little bit so you will understand the difference among these three main types of intellectual property: trademarks, copyrights, and patents. And if you are an entrepreneur who's starting a new business, it's very important that you protect your intellectual property. If you have trademarks and copyrights and patents even, you need to take steps to make sure that those rights are protected, because they are very valuable to businesses. I hope that helps, and we'll talk to you next time. Thanks.